technically know what is connected to the loop. Is it like randomly crashing, you guys? I don't know what's going on today. It's still going on my screen, but I don't know what's going on with my stream. You guys still hear me okay or no? It keeps going offline for me. It's still going. Guys, so technically, Jonesy should know if this storm here started a new video. Yeah, I thought so too. Oh, that is weird. I don't know what's going on, you guys. If that happens again, I might have to just stop. I don't know why. Theory. Because now that I think about it, Jonesy shouldn't have asked, like, hey, like, how could we have predicted that this thing that we made right here could be connected to it? But, like, technically, they should know that if they made it. I wonder if, because it is storming by me, that is weird. Did notice go off for this or no? Anyway, they should know that it was connected to the loop. We don't talk about my scuff drawings, right? But yeah, they should have known that it was connected to the loop. So, the fact that there were, like, that's weird. So weird. Alright, but anyway, I'm gonna just get rid of this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to incorporate that now. That is a big thing that I just don't understand yet. So maybe Mr. Blonde-haired, this guy right here, didn't make the simulation. Let me see if I can make an accurate representation of this map. Oh wow, so accurate. Oh yeah, this is trash. I wonder if, like, he didn't make it, so he was aware of it happening. But he obviously didn't create it. I'm sorry, I'm putting way too much thought. I don't know what that line is. So I wonder if he didn't create it himself, but he was a part of it. And so he warned everybody that, like, hey, this thing is happening. We need to figure something out. He must not have Oh, that could be huge. So if we think about it, maybe it's not Mr. Blonde-haired guy, but instead it's Mr. Gold Hand guy. So, and Gold Hand guy obviously is Midas. So, oh my god, this is like the worst freaking, like, hate the stats. Why did I just write an A? I don't even know. Alright, Midas. Wow. Ooh. So if this is Midas, then he did create it, but he went ahead and entered it. So he wouldn't have. So then when he entered it, he got thrown out of the picture. And then it was really Mr. Blonde-hair. This is strange how this is working. Man, No one's in the stream anymore. I wonder if anyone's in the last one wondering what's going on. Get it to, but anyway, so let's move on from this, because, you know, I don't know how to incorporate this with anything at the moment, but I'll keep that in the back of my head, because if they really were the ones who created the simulation, we got some big stuff. But anyway, so the visitor recordings, let's put this away. So the visitor recordings is when they came out in Season X, you know, not big deal. It was telling us about the event. But it was actually telling us about a lot more than the event. I don't want that, please. Can I type or something? Or, like, no? Am I just not allowed to type? Wonderful. Oh, 3 people. I think notice kind of went out now. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. It's literally not going to let me type. No, I don't want a new note. But this is broken. Come on, I could go full screen. Bro, can this, like... I'm gonna actually... Just got a dub. Good job, my guy. Love to see it. Alright. Alright, I don't know why this is freaking being this way. Anyway, so the visitor recordings. We thought they came out. That was the worst O of my life. We thought they came out in Season X. And technically, in the storyline, they did come out in Season X. But, I'm sorry, not in the storyline. So, technically, in the way the game is played, it came out in Season X. But, in the storyline, so let's start storyline at 3 because it wasn't really built. So, in the storyline here, I'm just gonna go like this because I don't have time. Okay. So in the storyline, the last guy disconnected. Oh, yikes. In the storyline, it wasn't Season X. The recordings actually came out in Season 4. Right here. So, let's see. How can I put this here? So, we'll put VT for visitor tape. So, it actually came out right here. And the reason I say this is we all know that the visitor tapes came out to warn himself, like, hey, I might be muted. Hey, I might be all confused. What will happen? Because this is when Midas entered the game. This is when Midas entered the game inside of the meteor. So, as the visitor, I should say. So, when this all went down, he's all confused, like, I don't understand what's going on. And that's when we move on to the actual storyline here. So, I think Season X is obviously taken as, the back in time thing. What could have happened, what should have happened, what would have happened kind of season. So Season X is kind of just like a patch everything together kind of season. And which is great because that's when I, predicted stuff. And that's kind of when I started. So I think it's kind of huge that at this point in time is when I could actually start piecing things together when I actually started doing these theories. So I think that's awesome. So anyway, yeah, Season 5, we had the Rift. Just do like a little star thing again. That was, yeah, I'm so good. Yeah, it's even got an extra curve. So, that's when we had the star thing. I mean, Rift, I don't know what I'm talking about. Season 6 is when we had Cave In Z Cube, even though it kind of came out here. Here, we'll put it there as Cube. And then we've got Cube Island. So let's do that. Where's brown? Do we have a type of brown I can use here? Sure. So we've got Cube Island. And then of course we had like the house on top. So visitor tapes came out here, along with the visitors. So these are like connected here. Here, I'm gonna put a star here in season X. We'll do that. So if we piece that together, I probably should have put the rocket. I totally forgot about the rocket, but literally the rocket is what created the rift, so it's really not that big of a deal. So season 7 is when we knew there was a freaking reason, because we had this dude, this Ice King dude, like, oh yo, it's mine. Pulls his, oh, that's his neck. We don't need that. We had this guy and he's like, hey, yo, what are you gonna do? I have this little tiny fragment of cube here, because this is when the cube kind of exploded, you know, into all these little fragments. So he's got this little piece of it, and he's like, yo, what are you gonna do? And then he makes these freaking zombies, which is great. Season 8, literally a volcano. Not even gonna, no relevance here. It just got rid of stuff. Season 8, absolutely no relevance. Season 9, huge. This is where it gets all freaking confusing with Jonesy. So, oh, that was horrible. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, he doesn't need a mustache, dude. We have Jonesy. We'll make 2 versions of this, man. So, let's actually, can I copy this guy? It'd be awesome if I could. Copy, good stuff. I can't shrink him? Oh, this is a problem. I made him way too big. I thought I could shrink him. Alright, that's a yikes. Duplicate him. We'll put him at the bottom, because we don't really need him. So, these guys are, oh, I have so much more room. Man, never mind. Alright, so we have these guys. So we have young Jonesy, as you can tell by his hairstyle. And then we got old Jonesy. No, that looks like, you gotta kind of make it like all rigged. I don't know, I'm trying to be a freaking artist right now. I don't know what this is. Anyway, no. Can I, like, just touch the screen? Here we go. Alright, so season 9, this is when it got all confusing with the 2 different Jonesies. Season X, like I said, everything. We'll go with past. That's what we'll call season X. 11 is just a ketchup. So here, we'll do this. We'll put a freaking ketchup packet. Let's see if I can fix it, or I can make this fit here. I don't think I can. Shoot. Much taller. And like, well, actually, we have room. Let's just go like this. Maybe a straight line is a. This is one big ketchup packet, let me tell you. Oh no! Oh, that could be bad. Ooh, alright. This is not gonna fit. ketchup. Ketchup. And then we'll put S11 for season 11. This looks like C in Spanish. Let's fix that. Alright. That did not make it look any better. Whatever. Season 12 was... I don't want to say the future, because that just doesn't seem right. But it's more of a, how do I explain this? It was a way of putting everything we knew together so we could see what was really going on. So it's like a, when you're reading a book. Or it's not even like, it doesn't have to be a book. What's the term? It's, I gotta stop listening to myself. You're not helping, Isaiah. Does anyone know the term I'm trying to think of? Where, like, something happens, and you know you're seeing what's really going on. So I don't know how I put this into words. We'll do this. Real world. Real world. And then season 13, we don't really know yet, but it's like the other faction. More like a shadow faction, because it's more of like Jules is kind of running it, so shadow. Sorry, I went out of the microphone range. Shadow faction. Oh my god, Isaiah. Shadow faction. Alright. So, this was kind of what season 13 was about. So, this is kind of the recap. And that's the entire stream. See you guys next time. So, season X tapes. So, we'll also put VT here. Because it was introduced here. Actually, I should have put it down there. Hold on. Let's grab it real quick and slap it down there. Oh no, I don't need the ketchup packet. Drag it. Alright. Okay. So, season 3, we can just put this here pretty much. Doesn't really have any relevance. It was the beginning of a storyline. Visitor Tapes comes right before season 4, so it's like, it's almost at an equilibrium here. So, it's right before it starts. So if we had like little ticks here, right? And then of where it ended every time. It's just before it starts. So right here is where the visitor tapes were introduced. Although, no, actually, it should be right before the meteor was even discovered. But obviously, like, Fortnite didn't have this big storyline planned out yet. So it's kind of weird. That's why I'm relying more on this side of everything rather than looking at this side of everything over here. Because it's kind of just... Oh, my stylus just popped off. Hate to see it. This is like a very cheap stylus. Alright, so I'm gonna just go right into my second part of my theory, I guess. So, we can just... My second part of this theory was how there could be two Jonesies at the exact same time in the exact same place, which was really weird for me. I didn't understand, so I just assumed in Season X we had the Nexus Orb exploding, had all these like cracks in it, and it just kind of bursted, resulting in my guy right here, Jonesy, going back in time, resulting in my other guy, oops, dang it, Whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say. But I think I have a new understanding of this now. So, after my last theory that I posted, I think it just makes more sense if Jonesy... So, let me get him, because I totally just accidentally threw him away. Jonesy... Oh my god, please. So, Jonesy isn't really like a Fortnite character, a simulated character that really has any of his own like genetics. So if we think about Agent Jonesy, the one we saw in a suit at the end, like in the cutscenes, we think about it and we can tell that Jonesy has a life. He's working for someone. He's got all this stuff. He's got like an intern working there to help him. If there's just different versions of Jonesy. So you've got the Jonesy we know, Chapter 1, everything. Then you've got the Jonesy that we know from Chapter 1, Season 9, which is Mr. Longhair, doesn't know how to cut it. Yeah. So, he has a freaking whip. So we've got him. So this guy from Season 9. I don't think we had any new versions of Jonesy. Yet. So then we go into Chapter 2. So this is all C1. Then we'll go into C2. Then we'll go into C3. And then PO. Welcome to the stream, you guys. 5 viewers. You already know. Recap. This is a storyline. Who? Oops. So, Chapter 2, you have literally the exact same You literally have the exact same Jonesy from Chapter 1. But imagine seeing him in green instead. Like, in like a suit looking... I don't know how to describe it, but he was like in a coat. That's how I guess I should describe it. Now, I think the reason they did this was to bring that new vibe of different. Everything's different. There's no same thing here. And I like that, but also you think about it and you've also got this reasoning so people don't understand and try to get their mixed memories from the last island so they can continue this quote-unquote simulation that we're kind of theorizing here. So again, Chapter 2, you got this man's, and then after that, sorry guys, I'm really tired. Is there another Jonesy at the moment other than Agent Jonesy? I don't think there is. So, but then you also got to take in the costumes that were really Jonesy under a costume, which is a whole nother story. Don't think it's relevant. Whatever. So then you got this man's here, looking fresh. Did he just disappear on me? What is happening? So, looking pretty fresh, but this one's in a suit. So, this one's in a suit. He's got his tie. He's got all that. Look at that. Alright. So, original. We got original. Then we've got bunker. Whoops. We got new. And we've got agent. I'm also going to label them like this. So I'm going to do copy. I just had a word in my head. Copy. Alright, copy variation real. Oh, that's the word I had in my head. Get off my screen, batical. Copy variation real, and then we also have alternate. I don't know if alternate fits here. The reason I label them like this, because, so let's do this. No, not black. Something more transparent. Blue, green, yellow. Wait, what? So blue, green. Oh my god. Blue, green, yellow, not red. Purple. Do it backwards this time. Purple, yellow, green, blue. Okay. So the reason Green Bay Packers, you already know. So the reason I say this is because this is the original version right here. Original version, what they base every other Jonesy off, except he was actually based off of this one. I put, okay, so original bunker, new agent. That's just what they were. You had the new version of him, but I put copy because he's a copy of the real guy. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I don't think variations of him. Oh, Scuba Jonesy. I get what you mean. That was the other Jonesy. You're right. But I don't think it really matters. This is where I'm gonna try to just get down to the stuff here. Jonesy is always this guy who's just in stuff to go with what's going on. So you got the real guy, which is the agent guy that we saw in the cutscenes. We've got the copy, which is literally him without the freaking suit. We've got Bunker, which is his alternate persona who was stuck inside of a bunker for forever and was just never seen, and also ate his banana friend, so he was just gone. And then we've got the variation, which is a variation of the copy. I literally don't know how many of you are keeping up with this. I don't know if this makes any sense with you guys. Please tell me, because I don't want to lose you guys here. So the reason I showed you this was so that you guys could see that the reason my iPad just fell. Wonderful. The reason I showed you this was so you guys could see why there were so many Jonesies and why it only makes sense why this cannot physically work. This back in time thing, why he knew, is because it was programmed. Dude, if my iPad falls again. It was programmed to work. I don't know what that means, and I forgot what it's called. Anyway, it was programmed to work like that. This man's right here put himself. Oh my god! If this falls, no, don't stop broadcasting, stupid. All right, bro, it keeps freaking falling. I'm about to get irritated. He put himself into the simulation so they could have a common friend, someone they can rely on. And that was the build-up until Season 9, where this guy was introduced, so they already trusted him, and they could use him as a valuable resource, so they would believe against Doggis, versus Caddis. So then it could lead up to what's going on using him. But then that's when Midas broke the code and got to see the real version of stuff. Actually, though, does this make any sense to you guys? I don't actually know. If this makes sense to you guys, great. It's kind of hard to understand. This is kind of what the theory is going to be. I just felt like I should do a whole storyline check here so you guys could understand. You just got back. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so anyway, after this, I'm going to just say visitor tapes. Where did the... Oh, visitor tapes. Alright, visitor tapes made before the meteor was located in the sky. Actually, it could have... No, actually, I take that back. Before Season 4, before it landed. Because if it really is a simulation, they could have just tossed them in there and it would have been fine. But sometime between Season 3 and 4, when it appeared, or just sometime between 4, is when the visitor recordings came out. But that's so hard. It makes sense if it comes out sometime between 3 and 4. You know what? I wonder... The visitor recordings, he said, what if I become muted as the others, and what if I become looped like the others and I won't be able to get out? That is the part of me that thinks this should go here. But the part of me that thinks it should actually go right back here is the part where it talks about him having to get out, activate the beacon at the precise moment of expansion. And yes, I know exactly what he says there because I've had to listen to it so many times. Trying to understand what this means. It's so annoying. It just doesn't make sense if it goes here. But if he's muted here... Okay. It was made before Season X. Because that 0 point was very, very, very important. We always thought that what they needed was a 0 point. They lost it, they needed it, get it back, bam, world saved. Did whatever they wanted to do with it. But I know one thing for sure. What I said here is 100% what I think is true. And I can't say it's 100% true and watch it backfire in my face. But it only makes sense because you cannot have this many of the exact same person. But with it being a simulation, you could just enter your own persona. Thus, like, the Icon series, like we know today, like Loser Fruit. Oh my god, my freaking handwriting. High tier. Loser Fruit got added today. We had Ninja. We had we didn't have a... Was Marshmallow and... Is Marshmallow icon? Jonesy's a hacker? I don't think he's a hacker. I don't think that's right, because he was clearly working with people. He was in, like, a ghost-looking office, which is also what, like... I wonder if there, like, is currently a schism in what they're going on with, because they actually have a ghost label in that office, which I don't know if that was just meant to be like, hey, look at this simulation, let's just dress up, it's Halloween, let's do it. or if it's like for real, which it's definitely not the Halloween one. It's gotta be real. It's I don't know how to put this here. Marshmallow, Major Lazer, Loser Fruit, and Ninja. Yeah, I forgot about Major Lazer. So we'll just put ML. Whoa. We'll put ML and then Marsh. Marsh was also a part of Icon. So, which is, that's what I'm saying. So it's proven Jonesy's from the real world and he's going in game to warn us. Oh, I see what you mean. I see it from a different perspective and you look at all the things that make sense. I don't know, that's a hard one. That could totally be right. That is a very, very hard one. I really had not thought of that. I just don't think he could actually be the hacker because he's definitely like trying to stop, like I was saying, you know, to find the hacker hacking his game. No, I don't think there's really a hacker. Like I said with this, they used the original Jonesy. What just happened? Do you guys see what just? You guys see what just happened to my drawing? That's great. Hold on. Whoops. Maybe I can fix this. Is it fixed? There we go. All right. I don't think so. I'm thinking it's more of a LOL is beautiful. Thank you. Original Jonesy, which, well, we don't have 1 and 2. 1 and 2. We'll just put those on there. Slap them on. All the way through until this point, season 9. So all the way through season 9, which is when here happened. Yeah, I'm so smart. When Bunker Jonesy had appeared, which at this point they know Jonesy, and they're like, oh yeah, we can trust him. He's been our friend. He's been with us the entire time. We can trust this guy. Which then leads to this. I don't know what these lines are anymore, if I'm being honest. That's for chapter 3 to talk about. So yeah, so I don't think it's a hacker at all. I think to gain their trust and to lead them in the right direction was the reason we had different Jonesies. Which is probably why, like when Midas, well no, I don't know. To what extent, like I don't know what extent Midas remembers to. It's because it's getting kind of late, so I'm gonna keep this drawing. I think it's just it's amazing. Yeah, we only had half of the people though. We could have had so many more people. It just the stream like broke in half for some reason. Very, very strange. I'm about to hit my birthday amount of subscribers as well, which is kind of high tier. Alright. Catch up. A catch up season. Play some music. Watch me fail. Watch it. Watch me fail. Alright, how does this sound? Alright, you guys can hear it pretty well. Alright, I'll just try this one more time and then I'll read the thing. I can't play it on this guitar. Nope, not this guitar. Alright. Jonesies from the real world programming. Multiple Jonesies in game each with a sole. Okay, in game each with a sole purpose to warn them about different things. I like that. I definitely think I agree with that. That's why you got Scuba Jonesy. I definitely think that could be it. With the sole purpose to warn them about every different thing. That could be huge. Although there wasn't really a Jonesy last season, you still got the that could work. So, oh my god. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna leave this stream up. Sorry, I'm gonna leave this stream up for like a day or two, so people who didn't get to attend can still go ahead and look back on it. And then I'm gonna unlist it so I can use it in my own way for this. Just seen it before everyone else. Look at this. Oh, I already drew on it. Look at this masterpiece. Alright, so I gotta use the bathroom really bad, and I'm really tired, so I think I'm gonna hop off for tonight. If you guys do enjoy these, let me know. Also, like I just said, I'm 1 subscriber away from hitting my birthday number, January 14th. Be awesome. How do I have 7 people? Are you leaving? I'm probably gonna leave. How come I get all the people at the end of the stream? Let me know. Alright, you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. It means a lot. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.